Welcome back into Live Now. I'm Austin Westfall. We are getting some breaking news. We're hearing that President Trump has signed the bill that Congress passed calling for the release of the federal government to release more Epstein files. The president just putting this lengthy statement out. I'm going to read it. Jeffrey Epstein, who was charged by the Trump Justice Department in 2019, not the Democrats, was a lifelong Democrat, donated thousands of dollars to Democrat politicians, and was deeply associated with many well-known Democratic figures such as Bill Clinton, who traveled on his plane 26 times, Larry Summers, who just resigned from many boards, including Harvard, sleazebag political activist Reid Hoffman, Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who asked Epstein to donate to his campaign after Epstein was charged, Democrat Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett, and many more. Perhaps the truth about these Democrats and their associations with Jeffrey Epstein will soon be revealed, because I have just signed the bill to release the Epstein files. As everyone knows, I asked Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune to pass this bill in the House and Senate respectively. Because of this request, the votes were almost unanimous in favor of passage. At my direction, the Department of Justice has already turned over close to 50,000 pages of documents to Congress. Do not forget, the Biden administration did not turn over a single file or page related to Democrat Epstein, nor did they ever even speak about him. Democrats have used the Epstein issue, which affects them far more than the Republican Party, in order to try and distract from our amazing victories, including the great, big, beautiful tax cut bill, strong borders, no men in women's sports or transgender for everyone, endorsing DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, lowering prices, biggest tax and regulation cuts in history, ending 8 wars, rebuilding our military, knocking out Iran's nuclear capability, getting trillions of dollars invested in the USA, creating the hottest country anywhere in the world, and even delivering a huge defeat to the Democrats on the recent shutdown disaster. For years, our great nation has had to endure Russia, Ukraine, impeachment hoax number 1, impeachment hoax number 2, and many other Democrat-created witch hunts and scams, all of which have been so terrible and divisive for our country and have been done to confuse, deflect, and distract from the great job that Republicans and the Trump administration are doing. This latest hoax, the president says, will backfire on the Democrats, just as all of the rest have. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. We are just getting this in, by the way. We just got in this tweet from the president. We do know that Attorney General Pam Bondi spoke on this earlier today. By the way, I'll just mention this. We don't have any clear indication of when we will see the thousands of files that the president is alluding to. If we get any clarity on the timeline of when the public will see these files, we'll let you know as soon as we know. Here's what Bondi said earlier today about the imminent release of these documents.
We will continue to follow the law with maximum transparency while protecting victims.
When you say follow the law, Madam Attorney General, do you mean that you will provide all the files by 30 days?
We will follow the law. The law passed both chambers last evening. It has not yet been signed, but we will continue to follow the law, again, while protecting victims, but also providing maximum transparency.
Okay, so basically, where does this go from here? A live look at the White House, just past 8:30 in the nation's capital. Now the bill will require the Justice Department to release all files and communications related to Epstein, as well as any other information about the investigation into his death in a federal prison in 2019. This has to happen within 30 days. We don't know if this is going to come on the shorter end of that or if it'll come on the longer end of that, but we do know it will have to be within 30 days, according to the bill. This will allow for redactions about Epstein's victims for ongoing federal investigations, but the DOJ cannot withhold information due to embarrassment, reputational harm, or political sensitivity. So we'll be keeping an eye out to see exactly when and in what form these files come. Of course, a lot of people have been focusing on just how many redactions will be made, something that is unclear to this point. But again, I'll reiterate, after this bill was passed, the DOJ cannot withhold, according to the text, any information due to embarrassment, reputational harm, or political sensitivity. So there shouldn't be any redactions relating to anything of that nature. It will allow for the redactions of victims for ongoing federal investigations, according to the Associated Press.